Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are seeing this video. I thank you for being here. I wanted to talk about when we go through tough times, like when you're just having a bad day, or a bad week, a bad night. You get some bad news, or something happens that just crushes you emotionally or spiritually, even financially, physically, for our health. And it can be hard to see the bright side. I try to be positive. I've been trying to work on keeping myself encouraged in my thoughts, because I truly believe that what we think about really matters. It gives life to the feelings that we feel, and then therefore how we react to things, and our outlook on life. So when we're going through something, it's hard to see the positive, or to see the outcome of a better time, or see any good in it. So but then I'm reminded of, and I think it's normal for all of us we have to feel those things in the moment. We have to give ourselves time to feel whatever it is that is causing us pain, essentially, or anxiety, or worry, stress. But we can't stay there, because especially if it's something you can't change. So it's best just to, let yourself feel it. And I'm speaking from experience here. I'm just not trying to preach. Like I've gone through a lot of things emotionally, and not really physically, but emotionally and spiritually and financially. But it's just it's hard. Like my point is, like, it's hard to go through those things, but you do go through them. So eventually it does pass, because it's a process, it's an experience, and it for most people it doesn't stay that way. But really, if you change your mind about the situation, you can change your life, and change your outlook, and realize that everything that we go through is to grow us in some way. So, and we never know. We truly never know what tomorrow holds. Like, you could be having the worst day ever, just everything going wrong, and then it just keeps coming at you. But tomorrow you could wake up and I've woken up before after a day like that, and just still felt the dread and the sadness and the despair. But then I'd keep going through my day, and it just turned around out of nowhere. Like, I would just, and then I'd think back about how upset I was over whatever was going on, and I was like, okay, I'm reminded of that saying that you never know what tomorrow holds. So I just wanted to encourage you guys in that. If you're going through it, just know that you're going through it, and it'll pass, and tomorrow could be a better day. Hopefully it is. But what kind of brought all this on too is I'm kind of going through my own thing, where I'm hoping for a better day. But also I get the verse of the day on my YouVersion app, and it was Matthew 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. So that just reminds me that, like, it's hard not to worry, but there's no sense in worrying about anything, really, especially when you know God. When you know who God is, the God of the Bible, the God who never fails, he never leaves us nor forsakes us. He is faithful to perform his word, and he takes care of his children. He won't give us more than we can handle. And I truly believe that, because it may seem like the worst thing, like when I found out about losing one of my twins in the womb, it was the worst thing to go through. But it didn't kill me. I'm still here. I can still praise God. I worried about it. It was the worst experience of my life in that area, but I'm okay. And in that moment, you don't realize that. You don't see the way out. So it's kind of like with everything that we have to go through. You know, I said it in a comment to one of you guys, but I had heard another video, another YouTuber who had said that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And once I heard that, I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense, because I mean, we are in a fallen world. We, you know, things go bad. It just happens, and we don't know why. We don't have a reason why, but they do. And we have all these emotions, we have all these feelings, we have all these hopes and dreams and desires, and that's the human experience. We have relationships, and we have the other, what I just said, all those other things. But it's just what we have to do. It's what we do as humans. And some of us, I don't know why, you know, and we don't need to know why, I guess. I just have compassion on those who have to go through it a little more intensely, you know. And so truly it helps to count your blessings, to truly look at what you do have that's going right, what you do have that is working for you. And just be thankful, be grateful, because if we're faithful with a little, we can be trusted with more. So it's really humbling to realize that. It's just really humbling. I don't know where I was going with that thought, but yeah, I just wanted to encourage you guys, because I'm going through it, something my own, and I have my ups and downs. I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I never have known. And so I just kind of let life happen to me. And then once I became a Christian, you know, and I grew a few years into it, and I was really starting to think about my purpose, and it's like, why am I here, and what am I supposed to be doing? And I still had no answers. And then the YouTube stuff started coming up, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. That could be what it is. But it's just an experience. It's a human experience, and I think we're supposed to just keep the faith. We're supposed to trust in the Lord with all of our heart, and don't lean on our own understanding, because we don't understand a lot. And maybe it's better that way. But we need to have compassion on each other, for each other, and truly be there for each other. So those people that are placed in your life are placed in your life for a reason. You know, to grow you, to teach you something, to love you, to leave you. It's for a reason. And I think we should try to make the best impact on everyone who comes into our life, no matter how long that's for. You know, there's a season and a time for everything. So that's just a little bit of my thoughts this morning, on this Monday morning. So I hope that you guys stay encouraged. Look to the Lord. Don't take your eyes off of Jesus, because that's when we get lost. That's when we allow fear and doubt and worry, when we can't change a thing. We need to take that to the one who can, and you know, just stay in a state of gratitude and continue seeking him. You know, he says to keep asking, to keep seeking, to keep knocking. And he's faithful. He has to be faithful, because his word cannot return to him void. His reputation is on the line, not ours. So anyways, I hope that helps somebody. Just felt led to talk about it, and I really appreciate everyone who has supported me so far, everyone who has been so loving and kind and encouraging in the comments. And you know, this is truly, I think, a move of God, and a lot of people probably feel the same about not really knowing their purpose. But then they hear about the YouTube stuff and like, okay, that could be it, you know. Yeah. So I'm thankful for you guys. I pray that your channels do well. I pray that even if you're not doing a channel, I pray that things in your life fall into place, and that you're favored of the Lord, as long as you keep walking with him and trusting in him. He will never leave us nor forsake us. So you guys have a blessed day. I gotta do my workout later, and thank you again.